Komon-Tok, in case you don't know. Oh yeah. When I we pledge with love and loyalty to his sweet, sweet mamas alone. Now we all come together as one. For tomorrow, now we go make alone. Anytime where you pay, anytime where you go, anything you they do, it no matter. Oh yeah, it no matter. Now we for turn up Tanga one, inside Sierra Leone, like one big family, cause no place like home. In case you don't know, this not Komon-Tok, where they bring information about Salon. In case you don't know, this now Komon-Tok, where they bring information about Salon. For education, entertainment, political affairs, tune in Komon-Tok. For education, entertainment, political affairs, tune in Komon-Tok.
We the talk and right, we the talk and play from Sierra Leone to everywhere. Oh yeah. Komon-Tok, come make me From the streets of Freetown to the world beyond, we dey yarn about the things we dey hold strong. Political talks, we no go shy. Migration stories should no go die. Entertainment, we go dance to the beat. Tell town well-being, make we rise from we sit. It's not a platform, we go speak the truth for the young and the old. Now we voice with the rules. Komon-Tok, you go hear we loud. We no go hide, we go make we proud. From Salon to the world, we dey stand tall. Come here we are. Oh yeah, we message for. Choice from politics to health, we stand firm. Migration of us, we confront. Komon-Tok, place to be with the young, care for you and me. Komon-Tok, oh yeah, we did. For the future, we pave the way. We talk about the health, we need them for survive. Make the system better so we people could thrive. Entertainment, they speak the music, the flow. But we still go yarn the things we need to know. Political leaders, make when I hear the cry. We could talk, come here, no we know the line. Not Komon-Tok, we just stand for the truth.
Yes,
make we rise for the sake of the truth. Komon-Tok, you go hear we loud. We no go hide, we go make we proud. From Salon,
you get yourself loud and clear. Yes. Welcome to yet another very, very important segment where they come through the Komon-Tok platform. And just like any other day, we're not done with Komon-Tok there. If you just join, we want for this opportunity to welcome you. As today we get a very, very interesting conversation now. Conversation where plenty people now don't they talk, don't they find a way for get answers, and don't they try to get more information from people that were close to power or people that were they control power. But as always, we can go the extra mile for make sure say we count the people that will really matter, or let we will talk to them and feel how they feel as the same way. Now today, the key things that we got for can look into, they are a broad topic then. I know say we get plenty for talk. But we want to pay attention on key things in the economy. We know so these are very powerful. When you talk about anything where they talk about governance, good governance, or you're not going to talk without economy. The economy means a lot. Without a better economy, then anything where you talk in between or out of it, not just like an empty talk. So we want to pay attention. What is going on with the economy? We also go connect this one with what we see, the constitutional reform within the process, what seems to be more or less secrecy, according to many, many observers, because this is an opportunity we don't get. Since when we get 1991, since we get Constitution 1991, up and now we think of getting that was like maybe lost upgrade or follow we pull what and or add what you want. But if we miss this chance, what's in this mean? And also we go pay attention. Many occasions we leaders when they come, then they talk plenty bogus statements there. Then go do this and go do that. But since Marabio come up to this point, we still want question: what's in the achievement? What are the highs and the lows? Well, for do this conversation, for let it go smoothly, We got two big allegiance there. We give a help we. Of course, I'm sure their names are now like an household name then at the country. We got Honorable Dr. Unpha Kurma, we now the APC spokesperson at Parliament. We get for can help we follow we understand some of the entire. And we also get Mike Berewa, we now director, now state house director, we able to communication director, get for help we for understand from the government your side. And of course, as always, we will give the chance for yourself tell we are within a you own take. Well, my name is Mr. Komon-Tok, of course, today na the 11th of January 2026. So they can't just have a kind to this the big man then the building. They can just
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This now Komon-Tok. In case you don't know. Oh, yeah. Whenever we pledge with love and loyalty to we sweet mamas alone. Now we all come together as one.
All right, straight to the point. We're not getting nothing for waste. As always, with gentle reminder, we don't know what's the known for, not just sharing. And plenty the time now they say sharing is caring. Please consider that. It means a lot. You know that, eh? It means a lot. Let the other person who say, we don't come on, we they lie. You know, so all right. So let me welcome the first let me welcome Honorable Dr. Unpha Kurma. Thank you for joining us on the platform. People in listening, you get the mic.
Thank you for having me, Mr. Komon-Tok, and a pleasure for there. I want to wish the listeners and viewers a prosperous 2026, and hope we all get a better year than the previous year. Of course, as you stated, I believe we get off with a conversation on the economy. And if that is a conversation, of course, it's going to be important for law to get an idea, a perspective of whose the country day when it comes to the economy.
All right,
and
thank you.
normally,
Thank you.
yeah.
Thank you very much. We go usher you in. We'll start the program properly. Yes,
Okay.
we get again the opportunity for welcome Mike Berewa. Mike, thank you for joining us. You get the platform.
Hi, listeners. Hi, everyone. Mina Mike. Happy New Year. Happy 2026. Just like how Dr. Unpha must say, we hope say 2026 will be a better year than how we did 2025. I'm happy and glad to be part of this. Looking forward for a constructive conversation, and our listeners now also will benefit from this representation. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. So we go straight to the point. We don't want to waste further time. We just want to start, like we say, the economy, very powerful, and I mean, we all pay attention to it. One of the key things what we see, I just want to ask Mike. Mike, they go for you first. The state of the economy. Is the economy performing better, or is the economy working for the people of Sierra Leone?
I would say the economy is thriving comparatively to 2023, wherein we get double-digit inflation to now. If you look at the reports that really come from authoritative institutions like World Bank, Trading Economics, IMF, then say where economic outlook points to gradual projected growth around, I think, 4.6 for 2025 to 2027. All this is driven by mining sector, agriculture, and other things the government they do. So, if I can answer your question, yes, it was terrible in 2026, but we don't put a lot of reforms in place. 2023, it was terrible. We were in double digits, I think around 44%. But today, when they talk about a single digit, they are around between 4 to 5, which it's very evident by we take a look at the exchange rate, it's stable. You take a look at the basic commodities of prices, it's stable. You look at the fuel prices, it's stable. We are not where we want to be. This is not what we want. We want to do now. We want to do better. as a country. Um, there are people still where they struggle even with all this where they happen. So I just want to say the economy is picking up. It's very evident from institutions, the more credible institutions, like I just mentioned. And we're building on this as a government. We World Bank reports come out. We identify certain areas that more need for look at with fiscal spending, and we are going to take all that into consideration and see how we'll be better for 2026. Because the president make it very clear, very, very evidently, say this year, 2026, is a decisive year, and it's a year of action.
Okay, first, you say the economy they perform or they go a little bit and it better pass the previous time where inflation will be double digits now. I don't bring and come. But if the economy is actually growing, why would not they celebrate getting loans from the IMF?
Every country they get loans. Even America get loans and get debt. No country, no the way. No, they take loans. That is what. Name me one country where they get loans. Every country get loans.
When they talk about IMF, the reason we made them set IMF, as you know, it will be the last resort for any country for good trust money.
No, that is not. IMF is not. IMF is set up by International Monetary Fund. Now a banking.
Mike, I know they talk on top of my head. I they tell you authoritatively or say IMF they be a last resort. This not last resort. You go do your research. I get MBA. So what's that the type of talk? Not to what they think. That thing where I read and know, I understand. I get a master's in business administration. So I tell you from which I know. If I be last resort, I go give a lot of references there. In fact, I go give sample some videos there. So I they come up from a position of clear perception and a no say na last resort. Yes, I they talk and a last resort. Also say we possible. In fact, Ghana they plan very, very quickly for exit. But I just see one article where come out where IMF they say they don't disburse or they plan for disburse and all that. Let's just share, let people see this.
So can I just say something? Can I just say something on what you say?
Yeah, you can. Let's just see. Look, this IMF just disbursed this amount, 79.8 million, right? Dollar. This is something where the government of Salon celebrates. So if the economy they perform, there's no need for law we chase. In fact, for the shame self, for they even talk about that. Go over.
So try to understand what is the purpose of IMF. IMF, I know I will make this about me and you. Within a study, which you study. IMF is an international financial institution. Their purpose is what? They promote international monetary cooperation, facilitate international trade, foster sustainable growth, make resources available to members experiencing balance of payment difficulties, preventing, assisting, and recovering international financial crisis. Yeah? IMF consists of 191 members. And the work of IMF, if you understand also, it's not just to give loans. IMF do capacity training. IMF, they build financial institutions in the country, then they look at some models and then see if it's applicable. So when you make, say, IMF be the last resort for go take money.
Exactly. And I mean because that's not facts. No, I tell you facts. No,
I
but
don't
you can say, no, I can't, Mike. For now you can say not true. That you don't even suggest say maybe I don't make up story or maybe I think on top of me.
Sometimes, doctor,
get you fact. When I talk something, I don't do a research about that. So now make I just tell you so not to see what I think. I do a research of in fact, we don't ask people in our way who don't work for IMF, that is platform. They don't can and they don't say the same thing. So apart from what we read, from what them people are saying, this is not just a fact. Perhaps maybe not get all correct. But anyway, let me just push the program. Yes.
So again, so if you go back and read the history of IMF from 1944 by Bretton Woods systems, I'll tell you back say IMF is a financial institution where they set up for help member countries. It's
That's
not.
that's
It's
true.
it is not.
That's true.
It's, yeah,
That's true.
that make a come. It is not a system where you say then put one at the last resort for go take money. I make them very clear from the inception of Sierra Leone. IMF don't in a countries them. But countries them where economically self they do well. I tell you saying a financial institution where they support projects them, financial projects them, where they support government. They're not taking money no more than they give. I just explained to you, say they even look at on a financial models and because they get experts them and get people them way master sabi people them for help like your economy.
Okay,
Like that,
at least
let me
no,
come.
no, be
No,
safe. I know. No, we just did honorable time again. At least, maybe you don't go back and forth. It clear. You go do your research and it clear and what's our time for
I don't
explain
have
to
to do a
you.
research on that.
No,
That's
no.
just the
Well,
fact.
well, if you can't talk so that you mislead the people, and by saying not to the last resort, you mislead the people,
It
and
is
which
not
is
the last result.
you're just
Put on at the screen here,
no.
put on at the screen here, we say
Apart from
IMF is the last resort.
now the last
No,
resort, not
no,
that they
it's
are
not the
not,
last resort.
then get another. No, look, I tell you, scenario. Okay, don't leave this one, but you go do your research and I'll go send for you some link for Lay Sinande. So
No, put on
please,
at the screen.
no,
Let people learn.
no can put things where not true. This you know,
No,
say
put on at the
thousands of
screen.
people
No
in the
need for
watch
someone
now.
to me
Okay,
personally. Put on at the screen. Let
no, we
people
don't
see.
play accept that. We don't analyze them many times. People of the listen, we don't analyze them many times. So people
Okay.
know that. So by saying for let you cancel to so and people that don't listen many times, it's shameful. But anyway,
Okay. Let's do it.
let me just bring can doctor. Yes, doc. We come on the you listen to what Mike say. Mike said the economy performed better this year than last year. In fact, they don't reduce the inflation from double digit to 1 digit. In fact, the projection 6.4 growth rate. In fact, he even quote some institutions there. We're not as opposition. Tell me about let people understand because we're not in the country. We're not in the country. But at least now we get from our own part. What is going on with the economy? We're not satisfied with the way their progress. Certainly, with this amount, it's supposed to be something good.
Thank you very much again, and I definitely like the question you asked. But I believe, say, the
Sorry,
president he gets me.
no, we need to see face.
My videos on.
Yeah, it is shake doc. I don't know if make your camera fine bar.
Oh. Okay.
Okay,
Sorry.
Put
Yeah,
them down a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, you get me now?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Perfect. So I'm glad with the statement where the president gave in the New Year statement. And the one thing we jump at me is when he say the task, that is the task of this government, and for ensure say they not continue for make promises, but also for ensure say people that recognize what thing they do as a government in their daily lives. So we as an opposition, we've been consistent about the fact say you can talk about inflation being at single digits, but if the cost of food and cost of fuel and the cost of all the indices, the way they drive inflation, if they're still high, whether you get inflation at 0 or 1%, the people then not go understand or feel what in government they say. And now this would all be consistent about. Of course, I want to talk about a little bit about the IMF. And I want to agree with you. The IMF now credit facility to member states. And then get about 9 different credit facilities where they give to member states. And for we, as in Sierra Leone, we benefit from what they call extended credit facility. And that extended credit facility, now facility they give to state them where they struggle for meet their commitment to IMF. Meaning, IMF now will cut you off altogether, but then go come and review what they do and see if with the conditions where they don't give you for let you run the economy, if they follow. And you talk about the $79.8 million where this government for benefits again from IMF. In October of last year, IMF team then begin a salon. And when they can a salon, they can evaluate what
All right, so formal apologies. Look like say doctor gets issue with in phone, but they suspect something now. Not even a foul play. Each time we count the opposition and the representative from the government then on internet it is steady. It is steady. I remember we count I count with what we count with Imran Silla, Imran Silla internet. We count with presidential spokesperson Alpha internet steady. Mike down the internet steady. But each time the opposition join, what's it they go on?
Well, that man we calls to that man we talk to so na member of parliament. So
Yeah, I know.
he's also part of the arms of government. So not to just an ordinary man for say probably not the location side there or somewhere that make so while we wait for maybe
Yeah, it's just a joke. Not just a joke. Not just a joke. Anyway, just a joke. Yeah. All right. Yeah, go ahead. You answer something. Why should we wait for him?
Yeah. So Honorable, they try for talk about the president in is it the president in speech or you still want to talk about the how you call them the IMF or what? Now you get the question.
No. Yes. When it comes to the, we'd already shelved down it because I know we go delve into too much on team way. At least we get other things in. Now, when we want to break down how this, I just want to let people understand and as you as possible way, then they say be pragmatic, be practical. You want, but people in the feel offended for statements the way on our officials and don't make, and when they reflect into people like an insult. For example, the then chief minister, I will play for you one of the things, and I help you by if the economy don't better off. Listen this.
You go where the dollar they go.
Well, what I go say first of all in terms of the current state of affairs for the depreciation, as I've been explaining a little bit. We are going to elections, so you don't have a lot of people coming in with foreign currency, and a lot of people are holding on their until they see the elections when the election don't pass. So you get a shock on the economy as well. But as I say, you are not going to develop this country if you don't stabilize the economy. And it's just mandatory. For us, macroeconomic stability is imperative. We have to reduce prices, we have to reduce the dollar. We have a clear agenda how to go about it. There might be, I must admit, one or two mistakes will lead to the situation, but this will be things of the past. And we can stabilize this place in the next 3 months. As quickly as immediately after election, we will bring all those variables down. But as I say, in a more structured manner, in a more sustained manner.
Okay. As the economy turn around in this period.
The key thing what the man is say, look at the numbers. I just make mention during my first entrance on the show, say we economy very stable. Yeah, we take a look at from 2023 when the inflation was high, it was a 44%. Today we'll talk about 4.8, we'll talk about 5%. These are not my words, these are words from Trading Economics, IMF, World Bank, authoritative institutions.
And another give them figures here to IMF.
Oh, they don't have economists on the ground. So if we IMF we talk 2023 say we economy did 44%, now we give them the figure back, right?
Now they give them.
Now we give them the figure. We'll say the economy, the inflation high.
Yeah.
So
and this not to me words. This not to me words. The meaning, the Minister of Finance. Not to me words.
You are re-echoing exactly what I don't feel so we didn't already if you say that. Because you master's degree in finance or MBA or what you're saying, you've got to understand the facts here matter. Exactly. They have a World Bank representative here. They have IMF here. They have 10 third-party census source here in this country. If you can't sit down, then we want to argue data, one authoritative data then not make we not make we conversation educated.
Now make I tell you say,
Yeah,
it's
so
now what
you
you
can say-
minister, what
No,
the
no.
minister of finance say. Not to I say according to the minister, he said then now then they give we will count for you the real. It's not now make I tell you so not to me they
So
say
this-
according
so
to
this
the
is-
minister, he said now then they give them data there even to World Bank, IMF.
So
Okay.
even if of course
Okay.
we have
Well, with the come back,
I just count this before you.
yeah,
count
I mean,
decide.
now we allowed
Okay,
instead
go ahead,
for
go
yeah,
ahead.
instead don't come. Yeah, yes.
So sorry. I'm so sorry. I just get horrible interruption. Well, it just take me out of the completely out of the platform.
Yeah, you be there. Yeah, you be the talk, and at least we don't pause your time. You still get 3 minutes, 30 seconds.
Okay, so I say the IMF team be in a salon in October for assess for do a review for us see if they go meet the conditions when they don't give them. But also the IMF team make and clear say they not come for the first review because salon be the struggle with overruns. They be the struggle with meeting them budget targets. So 3 other things, and also the other things that wouldn't be struggle with, make them not able come for the first review. So they came for the second review, and when they come for that second review, they do 2 reviews, the first and the second. And one of the things that we IMF want for ensure is that Salon meets the poverty reduction growth trust, and that Salon then policies and consistent with poverty reduction growth strategy. Let me make way if you note in the statement where the finance minister can give in parliament, he say the budget, now a pro-poor budget, now a pro-business budget, and a pro-people's budget. Because those are the things that IMF need this government for say and do for let them continue for get the loans them from IMF. So now make when we go to the pages by pages now that budget, you can tell say the budget's not be pro-poor and not pro-business because they give so many they increase taxes to businesses. And like you state, IMF loans, now loans they only get for payback. Difficult thing about this government and the economy and what to make the economy even thrive is because government they borrow a lot from domestic banks. And if government continue to borrow a lot from domestic banks, it is shrink the space for let the business sector who get their loans and they from banks because government now the kind post where they borrow, now the kind where they borrow where the business the banks elect. Because government they take loan at 41%, a businessman not going to take loan at a 41% rate. Most of the businesses they take loans at 28%. So the banks go prefer for give loans to government than to give loans to the private sector.
Okay, if
So
I can
if
jump
you
in,
ask me
Doc.
about the economy, the economy is not doing well. The economy has not done well, and not do well last year because government they borrow a lot from domestic sources. Where
Okay.
government of borrow so much, government left that space there for the private sector for let them borrow.
If I can jump into this one, you talk about the government's borrow huge. So una no say a burden. Una, of course, apart from being the opposition, now in a parliament representing people, is there una get any leverage for put a threshold waiting governments to borrow? Because if that's not to the case, perhaps government could just borrow unlimited. Is there anything where like una the opposition they do for limit that impact? Right. So yeah, so family look like say apologies, Fambul. It look like say honorable I think internet or so you know Fambul
Come again, I know
you get me now you be okay. Yeah, so Fambul, yeah, we apologize as soon as I know always we can get this challenge to some of guests in a salon when it comes to internet connectivity. But at least no be yeah big. I'm not saying not also if I be, but yeah. All right. Well, Mike, Mike, look like now you get the conversation today because Doc they go and come. But let me just start with some one of the key things in back what we want to talk here. We still the focus on promise. Now there is this we're still there on the economy. There is this 500,000 jobs where the president be promised. But before even come this, I don't know if you fully remember, there was an also promise of 500,000 jobs in 2018 by President Julius Maada. What is this obsession about 500,000 jobs? About the president?
It's not an obsession.
And how did he create a 500,000 job in 2018 promise? And what about this one again?
So let's have the record straight. President Bio said in a manifesto he create 500,000 jobs with Ghana Power. That is his target jobs, and before he comes then with Ghana Power. If you take a look at from when President Bio came to 2018 to 2025, let me take on 2025, yes, let's put 2026 there. If you calculate according to the World Bank report, we come out to say on average job creation, now 41,000 every year government they create, 41,000 jobs every year. That's still not a gap because the population job ratio for be 75,000 every year. So we still get a deficit of what? About 30,000 for meet with population growth ratio in Sierra Leone. These are not my words. This is World Bank report we come out, the 7th edition. When you listen, say we are creating 41,000 jobs and we should create 71,000 jobs for meet the population growth ratio in Sierra Leone. So with that said, if you take a look at, you calculate 41,000 by 7 years with President you don't come back government, you go agree say it's around 260 to 80,000 jobs a way government don't create. Where are these jobs coming from?
260 to 80.
Yeah, if you calculate
260,000, or just better let people get this.
So this is what I'm saying. Are they talking thousands? I say
okay.
So if you take
260.
So listen.
No, one gets on states.
So let me make you for listening what I say. If you calculate 41,000 by 7, if we do the math, I say they're around 260 to 80. You can do the math now. 41,000 by 7 years old President Bureau in power. So 41,000 from 2018 to 2025. Around 10 jobs and they will don't create. Okay. Still there is a deficit because the target is 500,000. So we're still working on that. That is why President Bill said 2026 is a year of action. Where are these jobs coming from? From the mining sector, from the bridges we are constructing, the roads we are making, the sports sector. There's a lot of jobs coming there. There's a lot of jobs coming from a feed salon program, agriculture sector. Yes. Then jobs here from the surveys, then where they come out from NACIT, where they come out from NACSA. Some of them jobs here, I totally agree with you. They are probably just blue collar jobs. They are not really sustainable for a very long time. Where you say they will get not like office jobs that we could get. They are blue collar jobs here because they are in agriculture, they are in mining, they are in road construction. Some are 6 months, some are 8 months, some are 3 months, some are 4 months. But these are jobs.
Yeah,
you have to count them.
I see we say they come out as a government for just do a blanket, a comprehensive gathering of any sort of job puts in. I still want to go back into 2018 when this 500,000, we will not even know, we will not get any independence.
They're not tell you say, maybe you're getting it wrong. They're not ever tell you say in 2018 they are going to create 500,000 jobs.
Oh, really?
Then Bio said 500,000 jobs now we don't come as part of our manifesto package.
In 2018, President Julius Maada said a promise for create 500,000 jobs. This is not my words.
So this is what I'm saying. You're not listening.
Yeah. Okay.
So this is what I'm saying. So you, I say,
don't make
this versus you and me. Listen, me a government official. Listen, I tell you, waiting presidency. I mean, they talk for president.
Yeah, like so but you aren't denying this one.
No, I am not denying. I told you what you get. You getting confused. The 500,000 job was not for 1 year, just 2018. That is.
I'm not telling you for why. I said before it came.
That's what I try to tell you. You see, I don't know if you want us to have a conversation or if you want us to argue. I even give you a basic arithmetic. Tell you, say, the 500,000 jobs so President Bill say it creates, part of the manifesto, not for 1 year, not for just 2018.
Exactly.
I even tell you, say, count from what President done day, 2018 to now, he is creating 41,000 jobs every year. These are not even my words. Not even we government calculated in jobs in there. This is the World Bank report, the 7th edition report. It did it. We just come out. So when you calculate 41,000 jobs, when an average jobs will they create, then say for create 75,000 jobs every year for meet with population job ratio. Now salon. But we are not meeting our population job ratio. There's a lot of factors we're responsible for that. Yeah. Now make I say that only 41,000 jobs will be created. It is not enough.
Okay.
And I even tell you who said that jobs.
The question why be try for puts. Why is that why is that President Bill obsessed with 500,000?
It is not so use your words right.
Yeah, in
President has a target.
2018, it said 500,000 jobs. If I'm elected, I'll create 500,000 jobs. Where is this 500,000 jobs? And in 2023, it said the same thing. Okay, I think
the 500,000. Now the same 500,000 jobs who President built up from 2018.
No. Okay, let's just begin. Sometimes maybe you don't forget. I remind you. You don't forget. I agree with
the manifesto. I mean, forget.
No, you don't forget. Okay. Maybe so. Let remind you.
To employ.
But you talk of these skills, but there's always a problem. I was just wondering, first of all, what's your target? How many people are you going to get out of unemployment, for example, in your first year?
We are looking first at 500,000 people. We
500,000.
Yes, 500,000 people. Under the Human Capital Development Program policy.
In fact, even inside the first year,
that was his manifesto. The man was speaking to his manifesto. It was that he did not tell you he's going to create. It's not even realistic. Certain things, then he will not tell you he will create 500. No, listen.
So if you
something a hypothesis. No, listen.
Really?
So he was not telling you he was going to create 500,000 jobs in 2018. We kind of power. He was telling you now the manifesto is the say what it kind of power that this is they do. This is not during in time. 500,000 jobs.
Mike, now we allow on Honorable Kam. I think today internet on the foul we again. You still be there. I know. I hope say the internet go give you time for at least we will get this conversation smoothly. Yes. I think we will put for you 2 more minutes. At least let you round up that side.
Yeah. So indeed, as a country, we will not be able to meet the first and the second reviews.
Yeah, you not know that side. Maybe we'll be to ask you a question. Una as opposition, is there a way una get any power for block the government from just borrowing unlimitedly? That was the question. Because you used to say by it cause pressure on the economy because governments they take huge interest from the banks, and the banks are happy or lend governments, and when they deprive the smaller business entities, what are you guys doing as opposition, General?
As opposition, we get the power of the words, we get power of alternatives, and when we provide those alternatives to government, we believe a listening government will listen. And I think in some of what Mike they struggle with is that it's a government where some of the things the Lekai state say, 500,000 jobs in 1 year, it's not realistic. But Adande is say per interview. And for us as politicians, the way they asked him in 1 year, he said yes, 500,000. But as you said, it's not realistic. And it's not realistic. And I think say, as a president, he understand now say, it's close to impossible for Leo to do that. But waiting now the challenge for this government and waiting make this government the struggle for meeting and targets because of how much they don't try for bites more than waiting they will chew. So if you see this expanded government, big ministries, more ministries, bigger missions, over 41 of them across the world. In Salon, I would tell you, say we get only 19 embassies in Africa. But a small nation like Sierra Leone get 41 across the world missions. So you know, say the government so big, and then they force them for do them borrowing here. But back to your question, there's nothing the opposition can do to stop them from doing it. Wow. And the people that are ready to lend them those money want to lend them because they're in the business of making profits. And the higher interest and the more loan they will give, the more return they will get on their own respective investments.
All right,
that will be, it will be disadvantageous to we, because we get to remember, say, whatever loan government take, they are taking it on behalf of the people of this country. And now we, the Sierra Leoneans, and now we get our loan day.
All right. Okay. Mike, let me just clarify this. Do you think probably the president made mistake in saying that in the first year?
Let me just clarify this. Let me just clarify this for everyone. This is I don't know if you see on the screen. This is the manifesto under the Youth Employment Scheme, the YES. The government's bold response is to challenge under the big 5 changes to design and create 500,000 new jobs for young people across public and private sector by 2030. But it is not just about jobs. It's about preparing youths to thrive in a changing economy and giving them tools, opportunities, dignity they need to build their lives and lead their nation forward. So I re-echo this to you again. I make us say certain things and certain questions and I will not ask them, because I make us say it's not realistic, right? For say 8 million people you create for some president, waiting president, but they try to tell you.
Not to be words.
So Naimeka say, go and read the documents, go and read our manifesto, go and read the people's manifesto.
Okay, look, I'll play one more time, Mike.
It is not about you are not this is the thing. Let's make this thing very constructive.
No, because not to be say, not to be accused.
You are trying to win. No, the thing women like about you try to win a conversation.
No.
You don't play.
It's not an accusation.
Komon-Tok. You don't play. I am the government spokesman. You don't play.
So you don't deny that. Say not realistic. Okay, that's fine. If once we don't compound say realistic, that's fine. Then we can move on.
Can I say something, please?
You don't say realistic.
You are played. You are not here to win a conversation between
exactly. But the way you
so
put
you are here for
not to show you happy.
You are here. You are not even here to correct me. That is not your job. You are here. Listen to me. You are here.
No, Mike. Not tell me what you are here. Listen. Listen, please. Not to debate to the bar.
So it's a conversation. You don't even allow me to talk.
Listen, Mike. Please.
You are not allowing me to say something.
I moderate the program the way I feel say the question for go to you.
So if there's
something, Mike, wait, please. If there's something we need for clarify to the people, I need for ask you. I know they ask you for let you give me the answer where I want, but I go clarify. I left on to the people. That's the point. But so it's not about winning. It's not about winning you an argument. You don't want an argument.
You are not doing that. You keep going. Allow me now to make my point. You keep going back and forth.
All right, you get 1 more minute. Go ahead.
I will tell you because we need to move on.
We need to move
challenge.
On. You don't write. Yeah, we don't wait, Doc. Wait. You don't play the video. You say make I respond to the video. I don't respond to the video. I don't even read what's inside the manifesto. Say presidents not be the try for tell you, but in 2018 it creates that 500,000 job. I even tell you, say out of hypothesis, it's not even realistic.
Okay.
What if they tell you?
I just let you know realistic.
I don't want to exit your program. Allow me make a line. I am the guest. No, allow me. I am the guest.
Exits.
No, listen. I am the guest. So allow me. Allow me to talk. I know they talk too much. Allow me, if now 1 minute, let make me point. Don't disrupt me.
Please.
No, it is unfair.
Okay,
when you ask me a question,
when you get the next question, you can do a
journal. No. Allow me make a land. Allow me make a land. Then you go ahead.
Mike, I am telling you, say. Mike. Okay,
President did not make a proclamation.
Look. Mike, we we ask this question, okay, to the next person. And again, when you come inside, if you want to continue, let me continue the conversation.
Dr. Unpha.
Okay.
Dr. Unpha, I have worked with you.
No, Mike. You know Mike. You get for listen. You get for what kind of program?
So the question are for me now.
Yes, the question are for you. Now,
and what is the question?
The question is now when they talk about this constitutional reform, the constitutional reform don't bring down so much argument about secrecy, about transparency.
Doc, I'm exiting this program. Yeah, this one on left.
No,
I hate disrespect.
Patient.
I cannot, Doc.
No, allow for moderate. Allow for moderate.
No, Mike.
Allow for moderate.
Exit the program, you can exit.
No, it's okay? Get a good conversation.
You know, can't tell me what if
No, I don't want to sit on a program where we censor.
No, I'm not censoring you. I'm just telling you that we have to move on. And then if you want to add any information, wait for the next part of the program. Okay?
Yeah, do that. Because I'm not the moderator. Let him moderate the program.
You know what? Tell me, sir, for give more time. I tell you, say no, not this. But if you say you want to exit, that's fine. We're not there for hold you. You know, we call you up for at least you can talk to the people. But if not that way they want to exit, we're not the only at all. Absolutely, that's fine. Anyway, we'll move on to the next. Question, Naya. When it comes to the constitutional review, from 1991 we get constitution up till now. Now the first thing is where Salon people are excited for gets a change of any adjustment. And we just say that it just get for be yes or no. What do you gonna make up of this according to the AG? Unpha say, what do you gonna make up of this? Is this what the opposition they do for make sure say this opportunity what we get, this lifetime opportunity, we make a constitution where we reflect the true values of Sierra Leoneans, particularly what we see there is excess power in the hands of the executive.
Well, by way of information, and I believe say the bill entitled the constitutional review and amendments, it is out now, and they don't put the things they wouldn't plan for review and repeal and replace now the constitution. But before now, we call government say the need for make the information here public. They need not for make it more enough for be hidden, it's not for be secret. Because we get the privilege for represent the leader of opposition in the tripartite engagement because he be the travel, so now maybe the representative in that committee day. And when the AG making presentation, he said what was in the tripartite recommendations and what were in the constitutional review recommendations and what's in the white paper will get some overlaps. So what will be asked of him was at that time now for let them make the white paper and the constitutional review public so that the public will digest them, so that whenever government come with their own proposal, then the public go there abreast with what in government they try for do. Well, I get for tell you say, well, that bill lady now, and when we go back in the parliament, was based on what in the order of the business of parliament will be, then they will come with that document for let the review process begin. But some of the things they wouldn't be that constitutional review, it get for do with elections, how elections will be conducted. Then they amend section 35, then they amend section 38. We get for do with the first past the post elections or whether a district block system. And the proposal what government will bring come is that they plan for delete the 38A. You know, say 38A get for do with when we can call for a district proportional representation now because areas of the country are not reachable. So if those areas of the country are not reachable, then government will be forced to do a district block system. We will tell them the last day when try for bring that to us. So now what they plan for do now for delete and completely so it does not become something that will be our argument. And that they want to take it to a district block system and not force past the post. Other things them back will get for day when they plan for do now when you get for do it the candidate the way parties they give to
what they bring for presidential elections. I know say I probably don't go beyond me 5 minutes time.
Yes,
some of the challenges.
Yeah, I just want to ask one question because we know once these Una be get a chance, Una be really be get a chance for Lona solve this issue of constitution or for Lona finish from Kaba in term up to Ibike get or for certain reason Una choose not for Duan, Una we don't put this point now. Now, what's assurance Una get? What's confidence Una get? See, this will really truly the reason why they push this one because we don't elect Una, because the opposition supposed at least for fight for the people. There is something where people feel fishy about. I will can share that 1 minute there to both of Una go can comment. Let's just share what's in the AG puts now, yeah. Una go can see. Let's just share a quick one. This is now the AG they talk.
Una hold the referendum at the same time we go to general elections.
Well, so we look at waiting feasible for the country. The good thing is we try to conclude the drafting process. We don't try to separate the process into two. One that we not see a lot of the proposals in there we touch on electoral reform. That's not the white paper I talk about. And then you also get the recommendations we come from the tripartite process. So what we don't do now that we don't take out the proposals we touch on electoral reforms, we don't put them at the same space with the tripartite recommendations. So then one and day, we don't draft already. We go gazette them so the public will see. And we plan to say when Parliament resume, when Parliament come back from recess, we want to make this be the first order of business with Parliament to deal with. And then after that, we move on to the other proposals. We will touch on both non-entrenched and entrenched provisions in the Constitution. When we don't done that, now we view say at this point, with all the amendments in the nature and character of the 1991 Constitution don't change so much that we cannot continue to call it the 1991 Constitution, call it a new Constitution. So instead of going into a referendum on just the entrenched provisions, we want to go into a referendum with a single question to the public. It could be a yes or no question.
Okay, that decide where people and get questions, serious question mark, and this one generates a lot of debates. I'll bring you in, Mike. How you go? Whose assurance government the people of Salongo get say this yes or no question? Not a way for let government just pass certain things.
The constitutional review has been very consultative. Honorable will attest to that. Say, I'm glad you make mention. Say he has been part of the process. We're very consultative government. Key reforms and the way they look at we has to do with centered around elections. Of course, census data in section 38.4. We then they talk about use only decimal census data for delimitations and delaying and auto implementation, even the electoral systems and the ECL, the independence of the ECSL. So now the key from areas and land we're presently ongoing. So what we will show people then say is this is consultative. We are not doing it at the SLPP party house. We are going to make sure that it's even ongoing. All stakeholders are involved because not until today we don't begin to grumble about elections results. And me and you go agree, say, we get a lot of things that we need for fix when it comes to elections management. A lot. How we count, how we tally, how we announce results, how they retrieve and retire, we RRF forms them, how we announce elections results, who in charge. So it's been ongoing. I don't ever remember. I think the only elections we don't ever see that has been conducted where in the opposition really accept defeat was during the same president, former vice president Solomon Berewa. We lost elections. We call and congratulate us by Kumar right away. Even at that, the party we want to go court always would they deny say we said deny say Christian Top Kailan court by say Rogui. So elections are always what? They're always challenging. Elections everywhere. in the world. They always challenge them. Even America, Donald Trump say elections were rigged. So the essence of all these reforms now for really bring all the political parties together. We look at where we are waiting for do the gray areas, waiting for doing right, so that at the end of the day, after elections, it should be about governance. After politics, it should be about governance, and that's what we're doing as a country. So it is very, very consultative. Then they engage all the stakeholders. Then at not even at urban levels, even at rural levels, at institutional levels, civil society, stakeholders in community, parliamentarians, even they consult people them when retired lawmakers in this country. So we are looking forward to that. We'll make sure that it is participatory, everyone is involved, no one is left behind, and we'll make international document.
Okay, so you talk no one should be left behind. But the people in the diaspora, where they feel left out.
How?
And yeah, because they're not even the government's not even gets a formal, except perhaps we don't know about that. You answer we now for the first time. We are in, therefore create a way the diasporans and then get a direct say in the constitutional review process where they go on. Not people anymore in a salon, because we all know the impact of Sierra Unions diaspora in a salon. In fact, the government say for votes or create a way for people holding that diaspora vote. So if they get the idea, or let me votes outside of salon, why they not create for include
So you have to understand something first. The diasporans are represented by their chapters at every level. Yeah, that is why every political party, would have been political parties, then get zonal representation, then get district representation, then get, I don't know how the APC structured it, but they talk out to you and they get chapters. So these chapters then, we did the diaspora. That is why when they get primaries, you see everybody they get elections. Is it APC women's leader, SLPP women's leader? So these people are the people who represent that constituency from the diaspora. So when you say diasporans are not part of it, they've always been part of it at their party structures. So now I can tell you, say it's going to be very consultative.
Okay.
It is going to be very participatory, and it's going to be a national document when everybody matter, everybody goes here. Because at the end of the day, we'll uphold them. It is not just going to be used by one political party. It could be beneficial today for me. It could be beneficial tomorrow for the other party we can. That is why everyone is keen on it. Everyone is contributing to it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Then when you make mention of, say, elections, we make mention of that. I want you also understand, say, my brother.
No, Mikey, 5 minutes on now. Let me just allow there. Doc, before even you 5 minutes start, before I ask you the question, una self una diaspora, the diaspora, because according to their own structure, SLPP, the diasporans, SLPP diasporans, and then get to out in the laser picture. Is it the same thing applicable to una?
Well, I want to make this clear, and we all, even you, know that there are Sierra Leoneans in the diaspora that are neither APC or SLPP, and do not even get a political party where they align themselves with, then they are probably independent. And I also detail you this, that the government intend for even allow this new constitution forget somebody when they run for president for being an independent candidate. So I want to say the consultativeness way my brother Mike they try for preach say they happen. So it's not really that across the board. And there are so many dangerous things that they try for doing this new constitution. One of that, these decennial census. They don't craft it in a way that they don't even intend for use the census where they conduct this year to the end of this year for the next election. Because they make it clear, say, if it's less than 24 months before the elections, they cannot use that census. So that is why we believe, say, as in they try for say it is consultative, they are not listening, so that cannot be consultative. Yes, you want to tell us what you want to do, but you don't want to take our advice on what will benefit the people of this country. Secondly, then no one take we to first past the post elections. The one for ensure say it becomes a provisional representation, PR. and we know say something very wrong with the PR. I mean, like my own district, so Western Urban, at this time, we not get members that only represent communities. And we not get for say, oh, you get a member like Kalbaton who can represent people in Afrobe. From Bremer Lane all the way to Brookfields, we not get members of parliament who representing communities, and they, because of this PR. And we don't tell this government, say we need to go back to first past the post. But because the government's very reluctant in doing that, they've ensured that they delayed the census. Not forget, the census for that happen in 2025. Wait for that, give government ample time for ensure say then do census, then delimitate constituencies, then every constituency gets in representative. And based on the population, I will tell you back after the census that we go get more constituencies depending on the quota where they say, and that quota they for represent each constituency. Let's say if they say now 44,000, or if they increase it to 60,000 as a threshold for a new constituency, will tell you say we'll stand for get more constituencies under after this new census than do. But they've been very defiant in doing it, and they don't manage for delay the census process, and they don't manage for ensure say them draft in a new bill for say if it's less than 24 months into the next elections, then they're not going to use that census for set constituencies because they're not really committed for set constituencies to begin with. And they also don't make a clear say elections should happen on the second Saturday of November. So presidential elections, parliamentary elections should happen the second Saturday of November. And if that's the case, the census will not be concluded by then, and the numbers are not going to be out. It's not going to be 24 months before elections. And those are some of the dangerous things that we're doing at the new amended constitution.
Yeah, one of the things when they cite against UNA as opposition are that UNA quick for identify the problem, but UNA not get where how actually for like force the government into maybe to a position, and people in the city say UNA weak as an opposition, and this accusation is genuine in many quarters, because in this part of the world where we do so, for example, in the UK and IR, we get a small opposition where they call reform, less than 5 MPs, where they shake the government. Most of the policies of reform, the current government, they copy because then they move the people. Why UNA just they identify the problem, then UNA left us so?
Because the problem they identify is a numbers problem. When you go into our parliament, you have 81 members that are SLPP. You have 52 members that are APC, that used to be 54 members. So now a numbers problem. I will cite a democracy, when an enviable democracy in the world, when I'm not elect for do, when at the US. Right now, the proclamations that way Donald Trump gets are not popular proclamations with the Democrats, but the Democrats cannot change that.
Yeah,
so the concerns by the people that are weak is not genuine, but they need to understand the issue. They are not understanding the issue.
No, Doc, I disagree.
You cannot get the decision.
Yeah, I disagree with you for saying that about numbers. I just cite for you an example of Naya, 5 MPs, a small party, now they shake the government. So it's probably maybe something a strategy.
No, the Democrats, the system of government will then get at the UK. Okay. You see, in the US, in Sierra Leone, we get part of the UK.
I think we don't go 6 minutes.
We get part of the UK. Now the system of government.
Yeah, you go answer now where if you are at banner. Mike, let me just come on the messages there, the speech there, speeches there from previous statements from the president. In fact, if we borrow this last one, where the president just mentioned, I say, year of action, year of delivery. And if we go back into time, some of those promises there, people are not able to, how tangible, how realistic, because we don't hear many of these speeches there, where we're not going to get time for play, or say this a year of action, delivery, and what's in different with this speech at all? This particular New Year speech.
It is different because if you look at the speech, I go categorize them in three groups, three categories. One is a speech that is full of hope, speech that is full of determination, and a speech that gives energize people for move. Let me just put it: hope, determination, and affirmation, if I can put it that way. Why did I say hope? If you take a look at the things that we've done to 2025, a lot we'll piggyback on. They find out, say, they see petrol, like what December come, you see to line all over the place. That will not happen again. But before I start with petrol, one of the key things we will achieve 2025, we're happy for now, peace. Peace. We'll find out, so this 2025 disruption will be there. Like first time real quick, they don't count, they come out today, picking another go school. All that may be the derail with economic activity in this country. They be the derail with development. Then they make kuna, make kuyanda. This they come out today, this person will come out today, protest, they come out picking another go school. We have to reset back. Investors, the way one kind of the country and they afraid and they see instability. But 2025 was a year of be smooth. So peace and security was one thing we achieved, and we all see how the festive season was. Everybody was out. Fuel prices. Then we look at 2025, the minimum wage is up to 1,200. We look 2025. What we'll do? We'll connect a lot of towns and bridges in 2025. Build Boku bridges. Them we connect a lot of towns. We take a look at homes and the way 2025 homes and the way communities and the way lights on every day. Lights on every each day. Then get lights now. Moyamba, Cambia, areas and they all get lights now. We look 2025, we will construct over 1,500 classrooms across this country. 2025, we find out say what we'll do all the district and referral hospitals there. We'll make sure say we'll give them standalone solar power where they all get electricity now 24 hours away they run. Try that they not be there. 2025, we don't rehabilitate 6 major schools in this country. One but make them center of excellence. Magburuka Boys Secondary School, and it's Michael Mago. You see the Prince of Wales, you see K School, you see Bo School. All these schools are schools and we don't have rehabilitation. Mitimagai, you see the rehabilitation. We don't power over 300 peripheral health units in this country for maintaining vaccine chain. We are in the Olga Solar standby electricity. If you look at maternal mortality is in 2025, it dropped. The way the woman they die and not they die so again. So now with all what we don't do so, the trajectory where this country they go, with the way we don't bring down the inflation to single digit, the trajectory where this country they go. I make President Bill say 2026 now, a year of action. A year of action. Doctor make mention of something where he say, he accepts the inflation, they come down. He said, but the people know they feel them. I agree with that. Because it get for take time. So 2026, people go begin feel that. Respect don't begin come down in 2025. You know, ever happened at the history of this country? Yes, go up, it come down. It come
really?
down in 2025.
Really?
Yes, you don't know that?
Really?
You don't know?
Mike, you know, it's unbelievable for
you don't know. No, ask. No, you know, ask. You know they are. Ask doctor.
Mike,
you don't argue that. Just
Mike,
ask doctor. Say if respect no candle.
Mike, I send money at home every month.
I know. I say ask doctor if respect no candle. It's simple. If doctor say a lie.
The point where they say, how much na meet yes?
Oh, that's what you want to take her. So how much? No. That is how you want to take it.
On this one.
So if now that you want to say how much will is okay. If now that you say how much you listen now. Okay, listen. You ask a question. Don't disrupt. If now that you say how much we need stress, I will ask you back. Say how much APC be left for? Pakaba left for 60,000.
Pakaba left for
60,000.
But if you want to compare, and it's like comparing apples and oranges.
Okay.
It's comparing apples and oranges.
Okay.
Now him bring argument.
No,
things go up every year. America said the rest of the night.
Now that question they are
America, the box of palm oil rice. America, the box of palm oil rice. I lived in America for 21 years. No, I lived in America. What do you mean not go take credit now? We'll bring rest. You know they see what they do for Fiscal alone.
When I meet here 60,000, and when I put the rest for the first time in the history of this country, then buy rest
60,000. You are so ill-informed.
My good God, I go play for you. I go play. Now
we met guys 60,000.
Now so press
160,000. 160,000. 160,000. Any man mean?
My good God.
Any man mean? 160,000 means.
I started tell you so.
160,000. Any man mean?
No, not twist the word. No,
not to me.
You talk like you make like you are opposition, man. You defend opposition. I'm not get a conversation.
I know they are.
No, the man that attack me. The man that attack me, he say we not strong.
At the end of the day, I tell you say rice price don't go down.
Okay.
So we need to give him that view.
Doctor.
Let me give.
Doctor Unpha.
Yes.
I know say wait, Dr. Unpha. Rice price don't go down now.
Okay, well, I'll answer the question. Yes, I'll answer the question, Mike. The president, when I answer, the question.
Yes, sir. I make the speech where President Bio say APC be meeting rest from 60,000 during the Jankaba in time. Now that be the time for us. So later, I don't say the meeting at 60, just so you know. Okay, like how with you on this area. You know, you waiting Mike talk.
Stop for the bully me. Not to so you say when you talk, allow me to respond.
Not
Mike, allow me. Let me say, get me on take now, please.
60,000.
Please let me get me on take now.
So
you say meet
yeah. So
you say meet.
Yeah. Go ahead now. Yeah, you see, Mike don't put all of this beautiful thing where commendable. He mentioned about key things. Talk about the wage. They don't increase the wage. They talk about the hospital. Of course, Yana. What's your take that we know about?
This is what we need for the very. I think say even the government and including the government spokespeople, whether they come out now, then for try now for come and follow what the president try for do, because what in the constitution say. And within our Gladway state say progress should be measured whether public services work better, whether food is affordable, whether jobs are created, whether government responds to effectively to the people they need. When they talk about rest, and I will tell you what to make rest price candle.
Thank you.
So from Musa but I will tell you back, say, the way rest price go up under this government, you not going to compare with the way rest price go from 60,000 to 160,000 under APC. We just go by 100,000. So the rest price go up during APC in 10 years and 4 months in power from 60,000 to 160,000, while under this dispensation, rest price will go from 160,000. It go all the way to 1 million. If you know they try for change the currency by removing the 2 zeros and debase the currency to 1,000, you know go to compare. It's like comparing apples and oranges. But we went on oversight to rice companies across the country, and until we categorically say, then we get debts the way they try for settle. So he has to take a pricing formula by the government for even for manage for bring the price down to USA will get at 650,000 for a 50 kg rest. Now pricing formula then give the rice dealers meaning force in their hands. But then we get so much enormous loan. Now we the consumer they pay for the rest.
Okay, if I can jump in, people can still give the government credit, because if the price of rice go up, don't then blame the government. If the government use whatever means for low and down, then certainly they forget credit on that.
But I mean,
no, of course. What I'm trying to make us say that day, It's because government they pay to the fact say because of the feed salon program, I make price rise to candle. And one tell you say not to because of that make price rise price candle. It's not about the feed salon. The feed salon program now still ongoing. They're not arrive here to say they for arrive for let we see the benefits. But as an opposition, we know that feed salon now a good program where government forget, and any subsequent government for espouse their an agenda, then policy, then they follow will grow to the eat. But I will tell you, say, what in the government not do in terms of the economy is nothing to write home about. And let's talk about rice also. When I remember, say in 2025, there be plan for add 5,000 per the bag of rice, or 5 million per bag of rice. Where through we advocacy in a parliament, we plead for let them remove that. So this year, they will see that the price of rice get for go up small because of that excise duty they would put on rice will then be pushed to 2026. And that excise duty they not add, they not remove them. It's still there because in 2024, 9 put on per rice. But also we get for note back say government don't come back add other duties then, like the duty on fuel, the duty on cement, the duty on bottled water, the duty on imported Maggi, tomato, ketchup, and all of those things. So we therefore see a situation wherein, yes, people can therefore see increases in them commodities because of what in government don't add per them commodities in terms of duties. Or we also want to tell the people of this country and government say, we will not be need for adding duties here, per them commodities here. What you need for do? I will see how we will clean up the National Revenue Authority.
Exactly. That's one question I just want to ask.
Yeah, every given time, every 2-3 months or 4 months, we they see who they can with some people that would find way for siphon government money, send it into their account. And then people like they undermine government mobilization of revenue.
Thank you very much.
And they don't need to add more taxes on the backs of the people of this country.
We almost on the donor, but there's one question before we go. 2 questions rather. This one question. According to the SEC, 3 people they mismanage 300 billion NRE. And people they don't understand how is it possible a donor-driven country like this, Salon, we get only 3 people where more or less they're familiar with the Asikuda program where for limit human interaction for save money from government. Is it government actually no serious about fighting corruption? The reason I could say so, last year, the SEC boss, again, they investigate some NRA official where they're accused for steal 35 billion. And this year, not 300 billion, which is more than 750% increment. What you say for person, an outsider for student here? Is it that governments, they pay attention or is losing the fight against corruption? Mike, you get 2 minutes on this one, please.
Well, I really want to talk about this feed salon benefits before I rub more on that. That we, you take a look at imports now. There's huge reduction, about 30% reduction of imports of imported rice in the country. WFP will be the fully support with feed salon, school feeding program. They announced 30% of them feeds and then they get it from local farmers. They don't create jobs. You look at dependency on foreign rice. So it's good. It's small. We doctor they say feed salon big up it and the prices of rice we don't come not as a result of feed salon. It's all part of the pricing formula. But to go back to the NRE thing we make mention of, I want you to understand, say the people that were exposed to NRE are government officials. Our government officials and back exposed NRE. I mean, we have a country wherein not to everything you have to say in a state house, a president, a government. NRE is an institution where you get a lot of people that they work there. You get people that away from different political parties where they work there. They're not aligned with government ideology. They don't do it for years. They meet them there for years. So it's a Sierra Leonean thing, it's a culture. It's a culture. So me, if I accept, say, corruption, stifle in this country. Yeah. One of the things that way they make we country to go behind and corruption is high. But the question we for ask, we look at government as we own responsibility. What are we doing about corruption? If you look at the corruption index, it will tell you, say 7 years old, don't pass it. We don't put policies in place.
Mike,
the way corruption be
that question was just 2 minutes. Thank you. Now we just pass again to Unai everybody's 300 million. Is there a way like where Una gets oversight powers as parliament? Is there a way Una go able someone, this institution, this agency, or let Una ask, how is it possible for let people like few people deprive the country without huge amounts there? You should get 2 minutes on this part.
So what you want challenge the Anti-Corruption Commission for do? The time for they say when you steal, can't pay back and go home, it will end. People already take public funds where they deprive the state, then go to jail for a very long time.
Yeah, but okay, they are not going to just. There are people that were on jail. They are not going to just come and pay.
One thing I need to agree with Mike is that we get a corruption problem in this country. But also, one thing I want to remind them back is when in particular power, instead of fighting corruption squarely, they targeted the opposition for fight corruption. Why I say this is because even when they come with the statutory instruments in our parliament, when we tell them, say, government, people, and they would serve in APC government, wait for face that commission of inquiry, then same people and they went a permanent secretary there, they allow them for continuing their jobs then. So corruption become a fight that was selective. Would not like now the target for fight corruption. So in the process, we don't still left people there.
No, Mike,
in the process, I'll tell you. We get ministers, I know we'll call a name. We get ministers who serve on the APC. Well, even this government are higher.
Doc, please, let we know. Because we know they are for high. This is not a secret society. You talk to the world now. So if
the Minister of Lands, Dr. Dennis Sandis, served as a Minister of Lands under APC. Dr. Dennis Sandis served as a Minister of Lands under APC. And when this government can make come back, Minister of Lands. But it was part of the APC government. We get permanent secretary them back. Where be they? We not say a lot of the corruption they go on this the country. It even come up from civil servants them, and public officials them, public servants them. So if you are fighting corruption, target where corruption things that happen. Don't just target politicians or people you don't like.
Thank you very much. I think the fights against corruption are all in at the same pledge. We all did it for saying
but I just get a few seconds so I want just
at the come, Mike. We all agree on that point saying a bad thing. Before you come, the last one in class.
For me, 2 minutes expire.
You don't expire, please. The president he make a statement will go viral. You know, talk about Fiscal say una don't do fantastic, or una don't do good, una don't do a lot. Una don't create a lot of inroads. But somebody go see fresh. People want to know, what does that say? Is it that this person not just native man no more, or not angry, or the Fiscal know the work?
You guide where you send me. This was not part of it, but I know you threw it in there.
Somebody just asked in the comment section.
No, it will find like the stick by guide with the But anyway, because of a lot of information the way you know.
Go ahead.
Waiting the president make mention that time we make mention. That was 2018. Not so recently this happened. No.
You mean yes, the one bad guess?
Yes, not a one bad guess. If you are going to listen, I will give you that. You have the opportunity now to be the first person who will actually tell you the full story what happened.
Right.
So if you listen, it's good for your platform and you viewers. This was 2018. Who president just came to power. Now somebody where they walk there, not to say now outside the person come out car, may go park motor car. And I respect them maybe the pool. And they put my hand holder. The whole lot, they pull them from the kitchen, the back of the kitchen. If you go to lodge, I didn't want to car park. Not to see what happened recently. Not to somebody will come on a street, the car jump. If you go through lodge, you know they will say, where jump going to president in lodge. So president just be the try for provoke and say, but when I say this and that, now them if they try for talk to. So I don't see where you want to link this to Fiscal alone. Now we look at feed salon as a whole. How many jobs we don't create? Now look at feed salon. How
Mike, this
are they come?
interest talk. You said you don't social media. You don't know social media. You don't go tell me say you don't see the booze. You don't see how this thing go.
You
interrupt. You don't see.
You allow me to make a point. You always interrupt where I begin to talk. Then you go mute me. That make I say you the bully. You go mute me, you go interrupt me. Me 1 minute for 1 minute if you don't interrupt.
It's more than 1 minute. At the time, you know, when I do, at the time, you know, they watch. Anyway,
you keep frustrating me on your program.
No,
because you asked me a question. Allow me make I explain because of
you know get
allow me to explain to you. Then when you're done, you ask questions.
You don't get. We don't go with that because you don't explain how.
No, I'm not done. I want you link them with feed salon.
Yeah, so but you say you don't know how. You don't know how. At the time of say now public interest question.
As a senior journalist, how will you link someone where they go thief less? I tell you, in 2018. When feed salon not even started.
Well, we'll not be know now they know but and the prophet.
So why then you don't want to listen? I'm giving you the facts. You don't want to listen.
Well, exactly. That is why we are asking for you.
Let me tell you, say. Let me explain to you, say. If we want to talk about feed salon, let's talk about the.
Okay, well, not left feed salon now because time don't between now. Yeah. The last
one link to feed salon.
Okay, that's fine. A lot just left now. The last question what we get here, we just want to talk about this. Somebody sent this message and regarding the promises there. I play this last clip.
Pull the airport na longe. We not vote for lie. We not vote for waiting when I don't see and waiting we not vote for when I young picking. When I get the vice president, I not vote for him. I've been saying I blow mine. Now, yeah, no more. Over 50 factories then they get for the Naya. 50 factories. 50 factories. We've been telling I dissolve the campaign for the by-election. When I still say when I not vote for we, when I vote for lie.
Okay, like out you, honorable. You get okay. Okay, honorable gets issue back with the internet. All right. Well, Mike, this now one of the campaign promise of President Bio, 50 factories. How many factories are it be?
How many factories we President Bio don't do? That's what you ask me.
No. Port Loco. I say Port Loco alone, 50 factories in. This not to the words.
Well, what's in President Bio? So so there was this multi-sectoral factory where they were open, where we get a huge thing. I don't know if you follow them. I try to remember the name. Where I think Junior Navu was part of that other thing. They fight with people. Them will not happen. That was what President Bio was talking about. Say,
who's
there's the name there for the factory. I remember how to go research and all the talk. But let me just speak on that. He asked about factories. Them we don't do now. Salon.
Port Loco, not with salon.
Port Loco gets. I'd have multi-industry established in Sierra Leone. When I iron rod factory, this will go. Port Loco gets iron ore bauxite factory. We then get agro-processing factory. We the rice processing like potential Abja rice development instead of the Port Loco. So President Bio don't do so much for Port Loco. Now that's if they try for say from a broader context. President Bio don't build airport in Port Loco. We create a lot of jobs for people in there. Port Loco and NEPA build a field hospital there right now, one of the biggest there. Port Loco, even the Port Loco Teachers College now, they did the Badia project they can support and let them revive them back. So what President Bio was saying there was that people them of Port Loco will not vote for herself because the vice president na Port Loco come out. President Bio very passionate about Port Loco. Now I make every time they choose leaders the way they come up from Port Loco. The late Dr. Kadisisi, we choose as a running mate from Port Loco come out. But the question we peg or the question I'm glad if Honorable Bedinaya is during APC 10, what's in Port Loco don't gain? What's in Putloko don't gain? I don't remember. They call it the industrial zone where them one open at Putloko. Them one open and
Okay.
so good. Wait for don't get it. Remember when they say railway they come, this they come. So now that during that time of elections, with them people then they come, but later when they look at the laws, when they take on the parliament, they're not giving the contract. So that was what President Bio was talking about.
So
And
the 50 factory not get for come into fusion. Not get for come
they're
into
not,
reality.
they're not beginning the contract. The industrial zone them were open day. Wait for don't get over 50. Remember, they were speaking about railways, they were speaking about a lot of processing, but something that has to do with the agreement and then ever woke up. I remember there was a huge campaign. If you follow on news, it was there, right? So it not ever happened. But let's look at what we don't do for Putlok or who don't come that they are not outlined.
No, you know, and the way to be interested more now for we get more the factories there. You don't name only 4 out of 50, and you say you're not get for realistic again because of this in the industrial zone.
Yeah, we don't open because the industrial zone for them count over 50 factories then. But because they're not be able to get the license. I don't know in depth what's be happen behind the scenes. They're not ever able to get the license. So then back off. If you come, if you drive around that Sungo end, you will see them things that wouldn't be established there. So it was a huge thing where President be highly optimistic about. Yeah, but it not happen. I make it say, Muna for don't get 90 come na ya. Not like President Bio make promises. President Bio not talk and do. President Bio not promise anything. President Bio not promise anything we not do.
You know,
he talk about when President Bio.
I like your boldness. I like your boldness. You
yeah,
say
talk and do.
You say President. You say President Bona and talk and do. But we don't see clearly the talk and do not seem to be reality in certain key projects there. For example, the Ilunga Bridge, for example. Even this 50 factory they talk so. Ilunga Bridge.
So Mr. Komon-Tok.
I wish you for get more time.
Okay, Mr. Komon-Tok. Lunga Bridge was not part of our manifesto. It was an ambitious project that is still on the table.
Okay.
It's
still on the table.
Yes, it's not off the table. It's not off the table. It's not part. It was not part of our manifesto. I don't want that you just they talk like people. Then we just the social media where they talk.
No. Listen. No, so, Mike. Wait.
You know how the whole.
No. Wait. Are they calm? When they say no talk like people who did not social media. Again, what if you do? When you want to come, like this process, if we don't do a little bit of research, so probably
you know they do research.
No, they come.
Because if you talk about if you say government promise,
they come. The reason they say because this is now one of the most trusted and respected platform in social media. Okay, we far above anything else. Not just talk anything funny.
As a renowned anchor journalist, I don't need to tell you that. If you know, say Lunga Bridge was not part of our manifesto.
But
it was an ambitious project.
You said the president, I said it's under bill. So it was a promise.
No, it's not. It was not. It was never promised.
Okay. We just left that side.
Doc don't come instead go attest to that. Just like I tell you, but the yes, we want to argue. Lunga Bridge was not part of our manifesto. It was not. It was never an ambitious project.
There are 2 things about we don't ask Mike before you go. Where you look for yourself. I think you are like you help her. You rely on you pass me because it's similar.
So you are making this. You are making this thing about me. The reason why you know say you rely on you self past me. I did not tell that these are not my words.
Okay, because he said if he if he don't be there, if I don't talk, if I don't ask her, what then don't do not put local. Now the time for talk. Yeah. Now we talk about 50 factories where President B.O.B. promised, but instead not so like a promise, like a guy put her. That's fine. I like the way he put her. And you also talk about the Lunga Bridge. We see the tender bill. We see where President Bio they say they don't identify a financer, one from China, another one from the US. But Mike Neteria say, they ever the part of them promise that just an ambitious project.
It was never part of our manifesto.
It's entirely. How you want to answer a question? I see you answer. I know that for question you say not to say for answer. The fact is the people and the listen and then we will make the judgment. what thing you take with them to there? Because Mike they make say nothing will not ever do. They don't do even more better in their person.
So what's in before that lady premise, not talk for me.
No,
because you're adding words. No, it's Doc don't come.
Okay, you don't need to ask again. I will ask the one question for just with self.
Don't go back. Doc,
okay, so we do apologize. We do apologize for this go and come. I believe saying that the internet society that in the gang some problem. But they can't try for end the program now.
So Doc,
because time don't between now. Mike say the president's not promised any longer bridge. One of them at the country, perhaps such information I get. I mean, you're clear. One of them very close to power.
I told you
is it something where? What do you think about the longer bridge? Was it something promised?
It was not part of our manifesto. It was an ambitious project. That's what I told you.
Oh, we all clear say the Lingo Bridge was promised to the people of this country by this government. And we also clear that they even set up a team at the infrastructure, presidential initiative on infrastructure, for see how they go figure out or get a Lingo Bridge. But of course, what they try to do, it will have been a bridge that would not have been affordable by any Sierra Leonean, because how much it would not cost one person for go across that bridge? When you do the dollar calculation from leons to dollars or from dollars to leons, if for the cost probably a trip will cost so each Sierra Leonean like over 40,000. If you make a minimum safe, which will be $2, it will be like 40,000 for let it go across. But now $10 they talk about at the time. So $10 at that time, at the exchange rate now be 240,000 then 10 and day. So if it all cost everybody enormously, and something the government not for be able for manage, then they try to consider a bill, operate and transfer concept, but that did not materialize. So as you see, it's something that the government don't abandon at this point, because it's not realistic, it's not something it's not achievable. It's not achievable.
Well, I think you know be there. It's still not off the table.
So Doc, what's in I want to.
And it's not going to be off the table for any subsequent government, because the issue about Lunge Bridge and something with the issue about Lunge Bridge and something they for very long time.
And I
say even before the war, it was a consideration that government before that were considering.
Thank you.
Well, I know what the President Komon promised, but I would say before the war, as a young boy, I know saying as something where the Minister of Works at the time be the envisage, and it doesn't have to be a bridge from Tagrin to Rokupa or government work, but an alternative that will have taken us from Tagrin maybe to somewhere in Koya and bring us to Freetown. And so I would say before the war, that was a consideration where the Minister of Works at the time, where by the way, na my own late papa, be they try for envisage for see if they will get a bridge from Lunge, we go bring camp to Koya and then from Koya to Freetown. But if you say now from Tagrin to Freetown direct, it will something that will be very costly, and I think this government missed the point.
So
okay.
I did try to take back
I think we'll get for end the program. Now we allow
let's just land on this. Even on the second term, through the Akru Power China project, second term of Ernest by Kuruma, he was pushing the Lungi Bridge. So I want to establish, I'm glad the way you tell Mr. Komon-Tok say, this has been over years. I just tell you, say it's not.
If you say I don't know, Set Young Kabasa be promised Lunge Bridge.
No, you say we say what they do. Let me tell you, say it was not promised. It's not.
I know so I need to get the conversation.
You only responsible.
I know it is not in your manifesto, but you did promise it clearly, and there we are.
Every government is an ambitious project. Anyway, every government talks about it.
Mike, now we just let people and make calls, and now we take 2 minutes break. People in the call, they will call now across the wall, and then we talk to now. So, family, can I just join you for the first time? You're more than welcome. Today we deal with Honorable Dr. Unpha. where they represent the APC, and of course we get Mike Berewa, we director State House under the communication branch. Me and Mr. Komon-Tok, we have a look at issues we get to do with the economy, they get to do with the president's speech there, and of course the constitutional review. I know say you don't listen for quite some time and you want to add your voice. No worry, they can give you the chance, so they can just now.
Not of your sensation. Get ready to groove diamond style and witness a groundbreaking debut. It's the dinner, dance, and platform show where elegance meets energy and the future takes flight. A night to dine, a night to dance, a night to launch and take a chance on June 13th. Step into the scene, All Saints Central, where the moment becomes magic. Where the moment becomes magic.
An unforgettable convergence. Celebrate the official launch of our book and platform in an atmosphere charged with music, flavor, and inspiration. This is not just an event, it's a movement. Komon-Tok platform. Event details.
Book and platform launch Saturday, June 13, 2020. Swear Alston Community Center, 105 New Cross Road, London, say 14, 5 DJ. Tickets.
Early bird.
Feast now.
Standard at the gate.
Yes now.
Spectrum.
Show your support.
You gonna Early bird.
London, say 14.
All right. So Fambules, we don't count at the other part of the program where you get opportunity for can talk to the panelists then. If you just join the program, we look at key issues and today we look at the economy, we look at the president's speech then, and of course the constitutional review. We with Dr. Unpha, we are the spokesperson for APC in Parliament, and as well as Mike Berewa, we the director State House and the communication branch. All right. Yes. So we'll take the first call. Yes, call outside. You call from.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Komon-Tok for this opportunity you give me. May God bless you. May God bless your family. I call from Virginia.
Yeah, 2 minutes. Go ahead.
Yes, I get a question for Mark Berewa. The question is, when on a the campaign, on a be say the two road not be fine at all for the two road. Government for those so APC that be bad, they make two road and not make alternative road. Which is the alternative one I don't make for the two. And the price not be meet, that be say is so expensive. Which is the price right now for the two road. And number two, Berewa, I want to get that straight. Rest probably 160. But that be kind of media, I say 200. It not be fair then say and day. If you right now APC back say when the guys say it's 870, they back say 1 million. It not go fair back to now. Now let's then say that they're not fine. Now, which I want to have for ask again is where from the east where you born as alone. Who said those people they die so now the country so they lay on the streets when not to war because of the coup. I want to ask you Berewa, where the Amadou Umar Sheriff on against alone is idea. Because we not get a cooking man when they talk about I will say the Umar Sheriff is idea and when I tell follow will say they're in the public. And now let you know say this platform as we welcome Africa all the time and this is a credible platform and no can dictate the dictate to run in a salon. Wait I want to ask again. This who say don't see the government that this country in a salon and ban the entire people that are considered, they banned the citizen them, they banned the diplomat them, they banned everybody who said ever happen that considered. I want to just give me when that happened.
All right. Thank you very much, my brother.
And the opportunity to talk about.
We had another voice.
What make now? You know, be the parliament first where they do. Why not we not make the bridge back for people and back?
All right. Thank you,
my brother, for the opportunity.
Thank you very much. We'll take another voice. Yes, call outside. You call from.
Yes, this is a call from Leicester.
All right.
Mike, I just want to help you. Even though you know, say Democrats, the project that we call them Arise in that area, and because of government their own inefficiency, manage the rail, and it caused the problem. We not take the rail, and give to the King Ho. King Ho now not allow Arise for letting use the rail, and then the project upside. But I mean, you maybe you know about it, you don't want to say it. And the second thing I want to say is that it's not easy for defend if you don't know that. Being in opposition is easy. This thing I can do now, where most of the auditor for government who come, and for just come bash at the one way they talk against opposition. I mean, the opposition voices. Because opposition voice is not only APC. It's now that they get wrong. Even the press that attacks on a part of the opposition, the press, the civil society, putting the whole government to account. Anytime when I come, they want to talk like journalists, they just don't know what they said too much. No, they are part of holding government accountable. This is their role. The Indian guys that they do all the press. So if nothing say thing will be easy because now the information minister or anybody will go want direct the narrative, get difficulty what people are saying, it's going to continue. It's going to be tougher as they go to election. When I promise, what you do, one guy explain again. The person say it provide 500,000 jobs. Explain how it created 500,000 jobs a day. People explain say it means that you hold it. I know say the game more than 5 years. Now 5 year time it explain for, it get manifesto for. So that 5 year don't pass. And the last point I want to make, even that job where IMF talk about, not lie. Not only make, which government they make 1,000.
All right, thank you very much, me brother. Will you take another voice?
I just one hand past. Which we not correct.
Thank you very much. Will you take another voice? Yes, call outside the call from.
This Rubango, they call from the United States.
All right, you get the platform. You get 2 minutes.
A few questions for Berewa. They talk about the jobs that we don't create over almost 8 years. One who started job there. Then the Minister of Information. Then one media outlet, then they are talks the government don't force down on their spending and all stuff. I just want to ask if that's not a part of austerity measures, because austerity measures when government is order the spending. Then my number 3 question. In fact, this is a question. I just want to tell there's stability where it talk about say position, blah, 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 blah. Now then been a create the problem. What then stop for create the problem solved. Now then been a whole people are waiting for the APC supporters. When they left for do that one, that make mistake. You know, for run time me as I look, or the run time papa that look, possible. And the next question. Why might let a job in America willing to pay $10,000 a week or a month or whatever which is been talk, you go for a job willing to give $2,000? What's he and the urge for let you do that one day? And my final question: the Lunge Bridge. Mike said the Lunge Bridge not been there part of the campaign manifesto. But why they can't the mama?
Thank you very much, my brother Jibril. We add another voice. Thank you. Yeah, we'll take another voice. Yes, call outside the call from.
Mr. Komon-Tok, good evening, sir.
Yeah, thank you for joining us, Exibilia. You get the platform. You get 2 minutes.
Yeah, I just want to talk to Mr. Mike. You know, what they do so if you're not Europe, my they know they ask for me resign. He go only in the look he resign. Because what they do so now crime against humanity 90%. So because corruption right now, the United Nations they don't put as crime against humanity. Like that one in this saloon. They see people in the diner streets like flies. They're not able to talk about that. They're not able to address that issue. They take today. Because the last time, one of the man can't talk, say, even the people who they die, say, they're glad for die for going to mortuary because we do not make the mortuary. I never see that. I never see that kind of thing that happen at the world. And like Berewa there, if they compare rest in a saloon and rest in America,
How much they pay people as the lawyer salary? When they pay government worker $50, and they pay a salary. So office is $50, so they pay and say you know reach $50. And in the end, if they receive only each chap, you know it's more than $5,000 plus in own money, where they pay them. Who's can wickedness this? And they want me people and go every day for go work in the office early in the morning. The money they pay people, you know, even do for transport. How corruption no go in the country? How corruption no go in the country? The money they pay people, when supposed to buy one bag dress, you know, get money again. Nothing no they again. The rest now go defend for himself.
All right, thank you very much, Mona. We had another voice.
The people where this mining company, they sack that place. What did they not do for it?
All right, thank you very much. We had another voice. Thank you, my brother. Yes, so they take another voice. Yes, call outside the call from.
Yeah, this is Abdul the call from the US.
Yeah, Abdul from the US. You get the platform. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. I read up the talk just now about, because you asked them a question about them, they identify the problems them, but we not see any solution. So it talks in some of, the problems already identified. The reason why I make solution not the numbers game. I agree with them. The one that we get for do with voting at parliament, a numbers game, and we know things they go there, but not to all. We find out say PPIC close to the election, they get for bullying now, and then not to numbers game. The census they go on right now, and you see the Dabaro inside and that is not to numbers game. Things then they whether we tune look the tripartite so they go on, not to numbers game then they. The people and they pan slow and peak waiting and they do or waiting and they implement inside the tripartite. And una no say not to just una no more. The international community, our best una don't try for inform them, about the wrongs the way they go on. And one for no. Then I can come to the main one, MYK. 2025, as you say, the government do wonderful things them. I applaud you for that. But one thing where me no like, and I believe the majority of Sierra Leoneans are not like, now where you get government officials them, publicly they snap the lie. And let I tell you, I don't say this now, Komon-Tok so many times, that if Sierra Leone will take care of realize them, we will solve more than half of our problems. But for you get government officials to snap the lie publicly, it's painful. And let me tell you the truth, the benefits being lie. For example, if una stop lie or una reduce the lie drastically today, it means una therefore conduct the election freely and fairly, because una no go and lie to people.
All right, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yeah, we'll take another voice. We'll just take two more calls. Then two more calls, and we'll wrap up the program on the call side. Of course, we have to pay attention. Yes, side the call from, please.
Yeah, Mina, Uncle Sule, I call from Holland.
Yeah, Uncle Sule, thank you.
I want to tell Mr. Mike for kind of this platform because now they are no more able to talk to the people in the diaspora like we. Yeah, Truth FM, Liberty, all the rest now. We list to listen na governments they work for. First of all, Mike for no say presidential statements na policy statements. Now make presidents know they talk like all kind of nonsense. Somebody he get advisors them. When president talk, if not like na law, that's something we promise now because na policy statement. If president talk say it a bill, nobody know force them. Nobody know all in truth. He get advisors they will advise them. For like he go launch them. Then Mike the constituency me that possible way I get respect for what today he make the respect for I go down. Then Mike the constituency not to promise. See where president talk, not a minister talk out. If you're a minister, I will say hey, this person now will say, but president, when are the number one person in the country, when are when I get all the honor them. When I any way it speech out, it's a policy statement. I might say, if they argue back, he say not to promise. This is a very shameful thing way that they do so. A very shameful. Secondly, I want them I want to Mike say all what in talk so it don't make sense to the people because we will know economics. Simple economics for a country where they develop is when the citizen they're able for buy or they're able for acquire things they where they need, where they get job. Not a way you put rest down or way you feel go this, that. Now the people them now them
right. Thank you.
Democracy.
Yeah, thank you.
If the people
thank you very much, my brother.
The country that development is.
Thank you very much for your contribution. Thanks. All right, so Fambul, because time don't lit na bad one. We go allow Mike then answer the question here for us. Of course, if the time permits, we might take some.
All the questions were directed to me, so for just allow
just answer for us. Yeah, Mike. I think.
I think there's a lot of questions, so I hope you give me time and
go ahead.
Without interrupting, I'm trying to defend. Yeah. So
let's say Doc, yes, issue, but go ahead. Most of the question are. Go ahead.
So I am saying this again. I don't see one question directed to Doc. Everyone was directed to me. So if you can give me time, ample time, I can answer that. The first one are the toll road. I see somebody asked about the toll road. They say how much is the cost of the toll road. I can pass on that toll road. The minister said they pay, I think, not 10 million for vehicle. Keke, I think it's 3 million. Taxi, na 5 million. Then small light vans, then 40 million. Fuel tankers, then they pay 250. Heavy duty vehicles, then they pay 400. The toll road, for understand, say it's a BOT model, when a build, operate, transfer model, where government go in in contact with a Chinese government. Not so we do all them deals, we meet them. And the toll road is a good one. When I went overseas, when they pay toll. Here, I mean, some man in toll self, and then $5, $10, £5, of £10 where they pass toll. If you pass through New Jersey to New York, a lot of toll the way they pay. So it is a good thing, because if you want good roads, then good roads and then money and they take make them. If you want then they rehabilitate the roads and they money. Somebody talk about the debt roll. Say why debt roll higher than all this thing. If also notice, if you look at the debt roll, if you also look at the bat rates back. If you watch the bat rates this year, according to the NCR report we come out, a high past the debt roll. So more people than they born back. Yes, people than they die. But if you take a look at the reason why people than they die, it's a lot of reasons. For death. Yeah, it's not only has to do with because country hard and dynamic people then they die. It could result to a lot of other factors that go to death. If you take a look at probably America, the death rates maybe they go down and they come up every year. Death rates they come up, so they get to come up every year. And how then the bond picking them back, they get to come up every year. That is just a natural thing of science. Possibly make mention of waiting again say them ban salon. They saying that will ever happen in ban salon. I want to understand, say not to Sierra Leone no more get this problem. The ban of them ban Sierra Leone, they make it categorically clear. America say the reason why they ban salon, not as a result of poor governance, they ban salon because people then overstay. Some pass. We all know now. Some people they sometimes some man in there where they call now say not get people. We know say Sierra Leoneans and the way they come on how they go back overseas, so they go then overstay. Students and go then overstay. And when they check, they say we overstay ratio. They know they look at the population and the ratio based on a country population and the amount of people that where they stay. It's over 30%, I think 34%. For America, that is high. They say when they send we, I call them, we people that will get with passport. When they send them, we know they accept them. When they deny say not to them. When they deny say not to people there. This. And we know say this not to don't happen inside the 7 year old. Until it don't happen. It just time like America gets a different foreign policy outlook now. And they affect you this time. But what I want to assure people, we are working behind the scenes. America and Sierra Leone relationships still solid. America gets a huge investment here, one of the non-energy, one over 400 million investment when they build I call it the gas plants that TC Dockyard. America don't invest inside this year, they don't invest over close to $1 billion plus inside Sierra Leone. Relationships still hold water. So we are building on that. We will make sure say people then come here. Not a salon, this don't affect. Another person make mention about jobs. They say we'll not create even if 41,000 jobs and they talking a lie. This is what I don't like about an argument. I want when they sit down, Lord, believe in facts. If they can't tell you now, say salon economy bad, you believe that. If they can't tell you say the economy they good, but you don't believe that just because you know, like the government. These are authoritative institutions. If they don't say now 41,000 job we they create, make you argue. If I can't argue now, say they create past that, you go say a lie, they lie. But even when the people that don't say now 41,000 jobs, people still there just because they're not like the party, then they talk saying a lie. So you want to say all the mining companies they know they create jobs as alone. All them bridges they want to build, they create jobs as alone. I don't want to let you interrupt me. Allow me.
No. I can't. No. Listen, Mike.
No, but you interrupt me. The questions come to me. Allow them answer it all.
But why you don't talk for the past 5
minutes?
Is
this an APC platform? Let me know this.
What you see?
No. Because they ask me question. Allow me make an answer. So you guess the way I done, you ask me.
Listen,
why you interrupting my thoughts?
Before even we come, I said
no,
if
allow me make a done. Allow me make a flow.
Allow me control the program. I tell you before you even come, I say when you get you 5 minutes, I can interrupt at any time behind the scene, and this is something we agreed, and I will 3 be there.
Not a 5 minutes thing.
No, I can interrupt you at any time. I've been for interrupt you.
You are not sincere. You are dangerous. No. I don't know. Say this is you have a narrative you are pushing.
No. Now you dangerous. No.
I
know
now.
That's the that you mind.
No,
this
is
exactly. No, now you mind. No.
Because you know they allow me any premise. You do not allow me. It's a privilege for you get a government official.
No, you
allow me make I do the talking.
You completely see this is not you mind. No, go ahead. This is not you mind because you get this philosophy now. Say this APC platform.
I don't mute. Go ahead.
No, honestly, because what I tell you is very clear. I tell you, say I can interrupt. I can go anytime behind the scene. We agree with
questions and answer. You call us a call. They want to know. You are not even respecting your callers.
You they can't say, I know for interrupt. You know for some of ask question. And just what? This is not Sierra Leone, and this is with the outside. So we know anybody we know they look over the shoulder for controlling. I want to control that.
The moderator will interrupt you, Mike.
This is a question.
You can't tell me how for run the program.
Probably one ask you question to follow what you just state. You know.
No, dog.
Yeah, because this take away on the technical why you become so but they take away from you know.
I don't know.
Honorable.
No, Mike.
I get 7.
I pause you first. The reason I mute you now because
before allow
the man and the moderator, allow him for ask you questions, allow him for moderate the program. He said looking at the right thing for do.
Come out in public.
Allow him for moderate the program.
But you know count
allow him for moderate the program. Yes.
I don't know. So this philosophy don't deny yet say this is an APC platform.
It is an APC platform.
I want to tell you say
it is an APC platform.
You get it wrong. Okay? If not that philosophy that you had,
it is an APC platform. It is an APC platform. I'm telling you this.
It's a shame. It's really a disgrace.
It is an APC platform.
It's really a disgrace for you
because
you
the sponsor.
Me as APC not believe say Komon-Tok na APC platform.
You want to push
the media it's called escape for a reason.
It's dangerous one.
No, it's
you are pushing a narrative.
You know, it's a narrative. You spoil the program. You spoil the program.
Okay,
you spoil the program.
I pull mic now this program.
You spoil the program, man. You spoil the program, man. You cannot argue with the moderator.
Because it can't now fight in the fight. You don't get this notion yet. Make it come. You know, the first time back when it come, it do the same thing. I technical because I just want to be professional. We don't count many politicians here, but the way Mike is a bit like a person don't get something in mind. He say, why can't I they go behave because I don't fit in an APC platform? I mean, you can't imagine this is a problem. You don't can make an accusation where you don't even get proof from. So all the way you don't talk so na garbage. Now why you lie? Because for the fact that you can't see you can't see this APC platform without any evidence, it shows that everything that you have been saying, telling people, it's a lie. So that make people, and see that You know, it's disgraceful. It's
No,
disgraceful.
it not be well, man.
You can't tell me how to run the program. Now, insults to the people and say, for can't begin to say, now, so I for ask you, I not for interrupt you, I for give ample time. What are you? What's that if you say this? If you say, now, wait, na SLPP, they pay me, or na Marabi, they pay me, or na the government, they pay me. Well, they pay you a service for now you can talk to the people. Now, we don't money that they pay you, Mike, if you just, know. Now, we money that they pull them, pay you. Now we money, so we get right for ask you any question, interrupt you at any time, please. So if you that notion that then you heard or say this is APC platform, you get it wrong, and you don't even get any evidence. It's a shame, it's a disgrace. I don't really want to go into that. We go stop the program here, Doc. We apologize for when we cut the program short because we feel say na civil. Doc,
well, I don't know if you give me opportunity for just respond to two. I've been out of the program for a while because of challenges technically, and then electricity go away because of the challenge we again at the country. But like what I say, the president will come and say they want change course for be honest with the people of this country. But if the people who they talk for the government still dishonest, or they are not saying what in the people they need for no, but they want for tell you what you will not believe, what you believe, then definitely they're not listening to the speech what the president give. But on that idea about the Lingate Bridge, I just want to make a clarification. The government in the manifesto, page 79, bullet number 9, they also say they want to explore the possibility of constructing a toll bridge to link Freetown and Tagreen. Then put on there. If that's not the case, tell the people and say yes, we'll be Fiscal go Buduan, but no Buduan. When I give them reasons why we no Buduan. Then when then the issue about banning the US, it's clear. It's not about the fact that people did overstay. Because if it's the fact that people are overstaying, they're not going to ban all immigrant programs. Because when you talk about immigrants and non-immigrants, the non-immigrants are the people that go and visit and overstay. But the immigrants are people that way get families they oversee, or they try to take their families and they go join them. All their programs and they have been banned and paused. So it's not about people overstaying, and the government need for change the narrative and for talk the truth. I want to be the new resolution this year for talk truth to the people of this country, just like how the president said.
Yeah, what you have to say that you would accumulate from years completely. Before
but we don't still got other issues. We don't still got other issues at this country. Where you get for do with drugs, where you get for when I went to the US 2 months ago, I was asked whether I came in with drugs. And we get forget that narrative they clear. And we get for see how they fetch that narrative they within the country. For see how we go after people them where they use salon as a hub for transport drugs. We have to be clear about that.
All right. So Pamul, we apologize for this sort of like disruption. Yeah. Doc now witness behind the scene. I don't need for talk this, but for let people understand number what happened. We agreed. This witness now for say I can interrupt at any time.
Yeah, you said that, and you interrupted me severally, and at the pause. You interrupted me at the pause.
Yeah, we all agreed behind the scenes say I can interrupt at any time. So basically, Mike don't get this notion that he say the APC platform, and there is nothing absolutely connected with APC now. We don't blast APC many times. We don't. So, but this is just because
you just blast we as opposition that we are weak. I'm not attacking because you call we weak. I just say now different government systems and parliamentary systems and we don't get the numbers in the parliament. We should have a civil conversation.
Right,
I'm sorry about that, man.
It's okay. So what's it will be last word before we go?
Well, I want to apologize to the listeners and viewers because I get so many interruptions technically. Then electricity go. I struggle with the generator, but but electricity will come back. Now I make able to come back but I missed a lot of the program, and I hope I'll get an opportunity another time when we need to suffer with electricity. I mean, it's clear and evident that the country we want for Lebi is not the country that we have right now. And if the president come and don't make it clear, I said, then get for be honest with the people of this country this year,
They not forget people that they can't talk on behalf of the president and still not they talk for say own up to what the challenges are, own up to what the problems are. For us see as a nation how we'll fix the problems. So I believe say another time, another place, we'll get opportunity for getting conversation here and with somebody we will listen to you so that we will get a very fruitful one, because the listeners then deserve for hearing from we, and then deserve for condemn we, and we say deserve for tell them what you feel saying at the right thing, not for talk down on anybody.
All right, thank you very much. So, family, I know say when I log in messages, but me say me ask one today. When I know say I not ever do this, today in program, when I just forgive me for this. I just need for take my breath. I go rest because my heart really warm. I think these are the best for that. Just tap the program. So tomorrow we day with Cold Century. Now please now January. We'll ever do a commentary on this program another day. Until then, me and Mr. Komon-Tok. Apologies for that. Bye bye.